Have you ever wanted to do something around the house, either a fix or an upgrade, or even with your car, and then you go and get a professional quote, and it's just ridiculously expensive? And sometimes you just see yourself with the right amount of money to buy the materials, and you start wondering, can I do this myself? Can I possibly fix this or build this on my own? Well, today I'm going to talk a little bit about this DIY movement that's been going on for the past few years. It's a lot more evident now. The pandemic provided us with time to just give it a go, give it a try. And well, like it says, do it yourself. Ever since I bought my first car, I was always curious about how everything works. And I was really interested on taking things apart and putting it back together. But with the car, it was daunting. It was something that I never had on my hands, and it was something that was really expensive. So with time and necessity, I started to doing the maintenance on my own, and that was a process that grew. And now I can do a lot more things, but it all grew from those small experiences. And why would you try and give it a go on doing it yourself? Well, if you're like me, necessity could be one of them. Uh, you have a limited amount of money and just a little bit more time, and you do the research. You try it, and you on the same plane, you develop a new skill. And another one could be cost. Like I said before, sometimes we have the money for the materials, but not enough money to pay the professional. But it's always, you have to weigh your options. You have to weigh the responsibility that comes to it. If it's something that is really important, that is structural, or that you feel overly uncomfortable with, probably should go and either research more or give it a go to the professional. Well, what are some of the advantages of doing it yourself? Well, skills. If you spend the time doing it, you're going to, like I said, and like I did, level up. You're going to start by oil changes, and now you can do something different. You can start by putting up curtains, and from that point on, you could probably feel more comfortable on trying to repair a hole in the drywall. Those are just that is just one of the advantages. Another one could be to satisfy your curiosity. You know, if you want to learn something, what's the best way than doing it? But of course, that comes with some disadvantages as well. Like I said, success rate is one of them. If you are really uncomfortable or in changing the timing belt in your car, which can be a very uh, daunting process, well, that could mean that you're not feeling secure and you're probably not going to do a great job. So might as well give it to a professional. But there are some tools that can help you with this. One of them is blogs. There are many blogs around the internet. I'm just going to cite two of them. One of them is Remodelaholic, that provides us with steps for remodels, simple things. And another one is the DIY Dreamer. He provides photos and instructions and a few tips on how to do it on a blog format that you can read and just see how it goes. Now we also have YouTube channels, and they provide us with video instructions, tools, tips, everything. A good one for cars is Chris Fix. He provides us with a list of tools, time, difficulty, everything from A to B, and he records the repair himself, so you can see how it's done and not feel so overwhelmed about it. Another one is also the home renovation DIY. Well, it's in the name. He talks about remodels, and he talks about building houses from A to Z, everything, and from the simple things to the hardest things. And of course, those are just some of the tools, but also what could be considered a disadvantage is time. Everyone gives a different value to time, and if you're a very busy person, you probably don't want to give this a go. But if you have the time and you have the curiosity, this could be one of them. So I provided you with some notions, some ideas of what is DIY. And like I said, it has a different value to different people. but I hope that I made you feel more comfortable about giving this a try. And like I said, I hope that you guys have a good day. Bye bye.